The sunlight poured through the tall glass windows of Rayan Tech's headquarters, casting sharp golden lines across the polished office floor, when Rayan Qureshi froze at the sound of his boss calling his name. In a building buzzing with success, promotions, and celebration of personal milestones, Rayan was known for something else entirely: his quiet distance from anything that resembled happiness outside work. Whispers followed him through hallways, and curiosity clung to him like a shadow. But that morning, as his boss, Meher Zafar, studied his empty left hand and tired eyes, she asked the question everyone had been wondering for years, and the truth behind his answer was about to crack open a story no one expected. If you believe kindness and second chances can change lives, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories so more heartfelt journeys like this can reach people who need them. Rayan had built his reputation as one of the most dependable senior project analysts in the company. At 32, he carried himself with calm professionalism, arriving early every day, dressed in neatly pressed shirts, with his jet black hair always trimmed short and his warm brown eyes hiding a quiet exhaustion. He rarely attended team lunches, never joined weekend celebrations, and politely declined every attempt coworkers made to set him up on dates. To them, he seemed reserved and overly serious. To Meher, the sharp and determined 40-year-old CEO known for spotting hidden talent, he seemed like someone carrying a story he refused to share. Meher herself was admired for her commanding presence and elegant simplicity, often dressed in light pastel suits that matched her composed personality. That day, during a routine performance review in her sunlit office decorated with indoor plants and framed achievements, she finally confronted the mystery surrounding him. She expected hesitation, or perhaps a polite excuse about focusing on career growth. Instead, she noticed his fingers trembling slightly as he glanced at a framed photo sitting in his wallet before carefully placing it back inside. What followed wasn't spoken like a confession, but revealed through the heavy silence that settled between them. Years earlier, Rayan's life had revolved around laughter, weekend picnics, and building dreams with his wife, Samina, a gentle kindergarten teacher known for her warm smile and shoulder-length chestnut hair. Their small apartment had been filled with the scent of freshly baked bread and the cheerful chaos of their newborn daughter whoring. But one bright afternoon, during what was supposed to be a simple family outing, a tragic road accident stole Samina from their lives, leaving behind a broken husband and a 3-month-old child who cried for a mother who would never return. Rayan's world collapsed in a single moment. Daytime hours became battles between deadlines and daycare pickups, while nights turned into quiet wars against loneliness as he learned how to braid tiny hair, prepare school lunches shaped like cartoon animals, and whisper bedtime stories while fighting his own tears. He rejected relationships not because he feared love, but because he feared replacing memories that still lived in every corner of his home. Every promotion he accepted came with longer working hours, yet he never allowed his daughter to feel the emptiness he carried. Meher watched as fragments of his life unfolded through subtle details: the worn-out cartoon stickers on his laptop, the occasional child's drawing folded carefully in his notebook, and the tired pride in his eyes whenever he spoke about school meetings he never missed. She began noticing how Rayan spent lunch breaks video calling his daughter to remind her to finish her milk or encourage her before exams. The realization struck Meher harder than she expected. Behind the composed employee she respected stood a father whose entire existence revolved around protecting the innocence of one little girl. Over the following weeks, Meher quietly adjusted company policies, introducing flexible working hours and creating a small childcare facility inside the office building, presenting it as a progressive initiative rather than a personal gesture. Rayan initially resisted the support, feeling undeserving of special consideration, but slowly accepted when he saw how much it helped Horin feel closer to him during school breaks. The once silent corridors of his life began filling with cautious moments of relief, as he realized he didn't have to carry every burden alone. One afternoon, during the company's family open house event, sunlight spilled across the rooftop garden where employees gathered with loved ones. Rayan stood nervously beside Horing, now a cheerful 6-year-old with curly dark hair and bright, curious eyes. She proudly showed her handmade thank you card to Meher, decorated with uneven glitter stars and drawings of 3 stick figures standing under a bright sun. That simple drawing carried a silent message of gratitude, forgiveness, and unexpected healing. Meher felt tears gathering as she understood that Rayan's refusal to date was never about fear of moving forward, but about honoring a love that shaped him into a father capable of extraordinary sacrifice. Before this story ends, we have a special request for you. Please comment the word hope. If you believe love can exist in many forms, even through loss and sacrifice. As the golden afternoon faded into a calm evening sky, Rayan realized something inside him had shifted. He still carried memories of Samina, but he also allowed himself to smile freely as Horing ran through the garden laughing under the warm daylight. Meher watched from a distance, understanding that sometimes the strongest people are those who rebuild their lives not by forgetting pain, but by transforming it into unconditional love. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories, because every shared story keeps kindness alive in someone's world.